Somebody stole JR's hat. Siri, get me Boone the Bounty Hunter.
Never you mind how I got here so fast. I'm on the case. Somebody stole J.R. Ewing's Stetson. No luck yet, man, but I promise you, I'm gonna find that hat.
That hat is worth a lot of money. And to tell you the truth, I like that hat a hell of a lot more than I ever liked JR. Find it.
Somebody in Southfork is gonna get Boone.
Thank you for tuning in and joining the revolution. We are live again from Southfork Ranch, right here, live on the scene of Dallas.
So then I was, at that point, I'm telling her, like, listen, dude, if you're fool,
Hey, man. Mecca Wolf, MVP, Chavo Guerrero. What was your saying again? Lie, cheat, and, what was that?
First of all,
third?
I'm retired. Second of all, you already arrested me one time. Fall asleep.
We let you go.
I gotta talk to you about
no
that.
harm, no foul. You're retired, it makes sense to me, I guess. MVP, what do you know about J.R. Ewing's stolen hat?
That's hat.
Oh yeah, it's a Stetson, worth a lot of money.
Wait a minute, first of all, do I look like I need any money? And on top of that, a cowboy hat? It's not my style, baby.
Okay. Can't argue with either of those things.
What? Mecca Wolf's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, we got an idea of someone
Puerto
who might
Rican,
be
huh?
involved.
What? We're all Hispanic
all
descent. You're
starting to
Mexican.
make sense now.
You're half
difference.
Cuban.
Big difference.
Man,
bro.
I'm not even remotely Cuban, man.
You guys sort this out. I'll be back to talk to you later.
Yeah! Hey, Boone! Yep. You know the gate opens, right?
Just open that.
Just.
It's always jumping over things. What the heck, man?
This next time is a tournament match in the Dale King Invitation.
Yeah, he didn't need to jump over anything, just open the gate.
Well, Boone's still heavily on the case here, trying to track down who it is that stole JR's hat.
Pardon, I'm telling you need to come clean now.
It was not me. I'm not a cowboy hat guy. I'll tell you that. But obviously, as we saw last week, Lucy was very concerned about JR's hat. We saw it being taken by somebody. We don't know who. And it seems like Boone's investigated just about everybody on the roster. I don't know who's left. Well, fans, we'll bring you updates on that hopefully as the night continues. But here we have another match in the Dale Kim Invitational Tournament to crown the new Diamond Divisions champion. And there you see Miranda Alizé, who we have seen here in World Class before. We're about to see her opponent, who is making her World Class debut. A woman with an incredible international reputation. A woman that if you are a viewer of Lucha Underground or of Impact Wrestling, you know her quite well. She is wrestling royalty, Taya Valkyrie.
Yeah, this definitely is a woman to be reckoned with, as she has made her name known in Lucha Underground, and also been a figment over in Impact Wrestling. This girl is not anything that you want to take lightly by any stretch of the imagination.
Absolutely not. She is a very, very experienced and successful competitor in the ring, and she is certainly going to provide a stiff competition for Miranda Alizé. And again, this is a first round match in this Dale Kim Invitational Tournament to crown the new Diamond Divisions champion. Last week we saw Angelina Love victorious over Barb Payton, and now we're looking to see which of these two ladies will move forward in that tournament as well. Fans, we're going to step aside, take a break, and pay some bills. When we come back, this match in its entirety. All right, we are back now. Bell rings, and this Diamond Division's match is underway. And collar elbow tie up, and immediately the power game, which is something that Taya Valkyrie is well known for in her matches, on display as she just throws Miranda Alizé all the way across the ring.
And Twice is also a good little roll up there. Yeah, this is like playtime for Taya. I mean, look, let's really look at this for a second. Let's look at Taya and let's compare Miranda to her. You see how the comparison's not very much there?
Well, I can see that definitely when it comes to the power game and the size. No, wow, just picking up Miranda and dropping her on her face.
I think even Taya was looking at her like, really? Like this is what you want to bring to me?
Well, nice. See a lucha roll there, showing the lucha background of Taya Valkyrie, who spent an incredible amount of time competing in AAA in Mexico. And Valkyrie with a boot to the face of Miranda Alizé.
And now just a little bit of a showboat with a high knee straight to the face of Miranda. Alizé with an Irish Rip reversal into the corner.
And again, avoiding that by Valkyrie, who scoots underneath and doesn't quite go for the pin, ducks a kick underneath, or a kick over there, and now is going to go after the legs of one Miranda Alizé. Oh, gonna pick her up, curb stomp.
That never, ever, by any stretch of the imagination that I watch, ever gets less painful. But, I guess to Miranda's credit there, not enough to keep her down. And now Taya looks like she's just, I guess, antagonizing would be the word there.
Well, she certainly seems to be in full control. I say that, and then she charges and collides with that corner, but is able to get her wits back around and underneath her to block the charge of Miranda Alizé, who instead yanks on the hair and drops her opponent down.
Well, I mean, they say dynamite comes in small packages. Maybe we're underestimating her a little bit here.
Alizé now choking Taya Valkyrie on that top rope.
Definitely weakens Taya and goes right back to work. Exactly a smart maneuver on the part of Alizé.
Alizé knows that she has now created an opening for herself. She needs to take full advantage of it in order to try to pick up a victory over the physically superior, I'll just go ahead and say that, physically superior and experienced, more experienced competitor, Taya Valkyrie.
Absolutely. And now we got Alizé. Okay, hold on.
Alizé with a chop.
Okay. Bernie, you're supposed to be quiet there.
To the pectoral region. Oh. No! I'm not going to be quiet on that one. That one hurt.
Well, no, because the chop already happened.
Oh, ow, that one certainly hurt as well, as Valkyrie's hand impacts with the top turnbuckle. Valkyrie able to recover from that, charges in, nobody home. Alizé now using her quickness to her advantage, running drop kick, very nice, getting again, build up her speed, sit down drop kick.
I gotta say, I'm impressed with the athleticism and I guess the taking out. Here we go. Only a one count though. As I was saying, I was impressed by Alizé that she's actually been keeping Taya on her feet, on her toes, I guess is the saying would go. Taya is now seeing that this wasn't going to be just a simple walk in the park, but now we see a little bit of arrogance being shown there by Alizé.
Well, I think Alizé has finally found what it is that she can do better than Taya Valkyrie. She has speed and quickness to her advantage. Valkyrie works a much more measured pace. She's used to striking and moving in a slower pace of things, and when you control the pace of the action, you control the match, and that's what Miranda Alizé is doing right now.
And doing a very good job of doing it. I got to give kudos to her. Look at that, Alizé dragging her to the middle. Good maneuver.
It took her 3 large tugs, though, in order to pull her out of that corner, and she may have used up quite a bit of her strength to do so, because she could not keep Taya Valkyrie down for the 3 count. All right, Irish whip now reversed there by Valkyrie, who gets off the ropes, builds up some speed, and does a leaping clothesline of her own, and now just raining down the fist to the side of the head. Now just old-style cat fight almost.
And I know you were saying that the speed and agility was in the favor of Miranda Alizé, but Taya's no one that you can just say is not. She's definitely not slow.
No, she's not. But
off of the
to see that come out of the arsenal of Miranda Alizé.
No, but look at that. Miranda too weak to capitalize on that opportunity there.
And Taya Valkyrie doing the smart thing, rolling to the outside in order to force Miranda either to come out and play on her own, which she seems to be doing.
Regain some composure.
Well, she was trying to buy herself a little bit of time, and now just a
little tap there.
Swap to the posterior region.
There, thank you.
Posterior region.
Thank you.
Oh, and again, a big chop.
And a kick to that huge thigh muscle there. Oh, runner into the guardrail. Wow, we're
These
seeing
ladies are not here to play. They
No.
know, again, as we talked about last week, they know that this Diamond Divisions Championship is on the line. These are first round matches. You don't want to dawdle in these things. You don't want to put yourself at risk of injury. You want to get the
DDT.
out on the outside.
I am absolutely impressed with Miranda Alizé in this contest with Taya showing a vicious side. But you gotta wonder, maybe this is part of what Alizé's strategy was from the get-go. When you know you can't overpower your opponent, use your speed and use some violence to it to kind of weaken them.
And pick your opportunity, which Miranda Alizé seems to be very good at doing. Right now, though, Valkyrie able to fire back. There's a headbutt to the already injured forehead area from that DDT on the outside. Those mats really not there to do much.
No, and neither did that suicide dive to the outside. Again, Alizé showing some dominance here.
Alizé would love to be able to advance onto that second round and obviously all the way to the finals of this tournament in order to put that championship belt around her waist as she hooks the leg and only gets 2 out of it. Miranda Alizé knows that would be a great chance for her to put her name on the national level.
Yeah, defeating Taya Valkyrie, that definitely is going to gain you some notoriety there. We were talking last week what Barbie and Angelina, what that meant to those two ladies, and we see these two ladies showing no less passion than what we saw last week in our opening round contest.
Well, the two of them slugging it out in the middle of the ring, which I didn't think was going to go in the favor of Miranda, and I seem to have been correct there as a backbreaker there from Taya Valkyrie.
The head scissors reversed into the backbreaker and then just a straight elbow shot.
Taya Valkyrie now, having found that second wind, looks to hopefully put together some combinations here to put away Miranda Alizé. Irish whip out of the corner. Alizé fully unable to move as Valkyrie comes colliding in with her. Now, positions her on the bottom. Going to go maybe for a face wash here. No, just, in some regions they call it a butt.
Yeah. That posterior was well placed.
Yes, it was. And now the knees straight to the face of Miranda Alizé as Taya brings her out of the corner, goes down, hooks the leg, but didn't really put the full pressure on to Alizé there. It wasn't the typical type of pinfall that you would see as we've seen earlier in this match. I think that Taya's focus might be a little bit shaken up from some of the abuse she suffered outside here, but able to keep things together right there.
Nice back suplex there.
And Valkyrie really needs to follow up here, needs to put something together. She seems to be positioning Alizé closer to the corner. Is she going to go up into the high rent district?
Don't take too much time though, Taya. You're wasting valuable time here. You're giving the showboating to the fans. This may not serve Taya well as she takes to the sky.
Taya now up, going backward. Nobody home there. Oh, Shining Wizard from Miranda Alizé, who hooks full down, puts all the weight down.
I honestly thought she had it.
How close can you be?
No closer than that.
Like you, Travis, I was pretty sure that was going to be it, and that Miranda was going to score a huge upset and advance into the next round. Now, Miranda trying to go for a German suplex.
Trying to stay back on top, which was smart, but got caught. And drop. And into an elbow.
Breaker. The submission move here by Taya Valkyrie. Alizé trying desperately to pull. We saw this last week with Barbie Hayden getting out of a submission move as well. Alizé trying to,
Same thing.
She's able to do the same. Use those legs to her advantage. Wrap them around the bottom rope. Break the perimeter and force the break of the hold.
Great wherewithal. And a nice drop down across the middle rope. Oh, it's popping the cutter. Is this going to do it?
Alizé hooks the leg.
Oh. That is 2 times in this matchup that Alizé had what I thought the match well in hand. First with the Shining Wizard, then the cutter. Still not enough to keep Taya down.
Alizé, though, quick to follow up, but Valkyrie reverses out of that, just a straight forearm.
Full Nelson drop, straight down, face first.
And they're doing the same that Alizé did, and it was successful for her. Well, a tremendous effort there from Miranda Alizé, who showed a huge amount of determination, but just unable to overcome the size and power of one Taya Valkyrie, who now joins Angelina Love in the second round of the Diamond Divisions tournament.
Whoa, hey, what are you doing, John Boone? John Boone?
All right.
Boone John?
JR's hat, where is it?
JR. JR Richard? He was a baseball player.
No,
JR Ryder. He's
different
a basketball
JR.
player. They don't wear-
JR Ewing.
Who?
Quit playing dumb with me, Matt.
Who?
I know you're a teacher.
Yeah, but I don't know who JR Ewing is.
More important question. The hell did you eat for lunch?
I'm sorry. I'm in Texas. I ate Mexican food.
Follow-up question. Why didn't you lock the door?
Good question.
I gotta get out of here.
Wait, I have a question. Do you have any wet naps?
Back in the car, sorry.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Well, the search continues with fans later on tonight in our main event, the World Class Tag Team Championship on the line. The Von Erichs facing the new team of Devastation Reborn.
Yeah, but coming up next, we got Flex Zebra versus Niles Polnock. That's coming up next.
Each first team is Flex Zerba.
All right, fans, we are back, and apparently I have to handle all the names around here in World Class because my broadcast partner, Travis Falhark, he just can't read them off of a format sheet. It is Flex Zerba taking on Niles Planquet. Please disregard anything that came here to come out of his mouth. You know, Travis, I think maybe you need to check out some of the past episodes on that Nexus package, you know? Maybe the Nexus package would work well for you?
Well, you know, I actually I'm in the process of talking to the reps at World Class here. I'm working on it. You know what? Give me a break, okay? I tried my best here, and I get paid by the hour, so bear with me.
Well, fans, if you want to check out past World Class action, you can get the Nexus package yourself. It's only $4.99 a month. You can see all the past episodes of World Class television. You can learn the names of these professional wrestlers and put you a step ahead of Travis. And you can also check out our website, worldclasswrestling.com. Where you can get all the information about these guys as well. Now, these two particular individuals we have seen on World Class before. The last time that Flex Zerba was here, he was in the accompanied by Roscoe P. Leach. He is a little conspicuous by his absence, as Zerba is, to my knowledge, the one and only member of Leach Industries.
Now, this guy looks like he's my type of people. Fine, divine, classy, the straight type of athlete that you want for World Class.
Well, he, they talk in professional wrestling about gimmicks. This is no gimmick. He owns a wine distillery. He makes his own. And
can I get a bottle of that?
You'd have to talk to him about that.
Okay.
You might have better luck than I do because he doesn't really like me.
No, it's because you don't have class. I mean, you show up in some tattered suit while I show up in nice button-ups and nice pants. And just for the occasion, because we are here in my home state, I have a nice pair of Ariat boots to go on top of it.
I'll refrain from what I understand boots are referred to in Texas and simply move on.
You better.
Something about kickers, but we'll just keep going from there.
Oh, stop it, Burnham.
All right, referee about to signal for the bell. These two individuals, absolutely no strangers to each other. They have competed against each other for 10 years worth of time. And Zerba and Planquet circling each other. There's your tie up there. As Zerba now forcing Planquet back into the corner. Well, not going to get a clean break there from Planquet, though, as he
said he was pulling his hair.
Well, he insinuates that Zerba's pulling. Does Flex Zerba look like the guy who needs to pull a hair?
Does he look like? Does he look like the type of guy that needs to flex when you actually? It's very obvious.
It's in his name. He is Flex Zerba. What do you expect him to do? His name is not Sit Down Zerba.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Captain Obvious. But you know what? A guy like Planquet, he doesn't even deserve to be in this ring with Zerba because, quite frankly, he's of a higher standard. He doesn't need to be dealing with a guy who dresses up like he should be wearing Reptar from Rugrats on his singlet.
Wow. Zerba now.
Retro Randy would be proud of that.
Well, yeah, Retro Randy might have to explain that to all the rest of the crowd.
Wait, no, not this. Please don't do this.
Well, you know, I mean, he's on the ropes. He's got to break it.
No.
It's what.
That's not classy. That is not classy at all.
Oh, and now Planquet fully grabbing a handful of hair there on Zerba, who comes back with a shoulder tackle.
And he had time for flexing there, didn't he?
It's in his name.
I get it. I heard you the first time.
All right, Zerba now. With a nice hip toss sends Planquet into the corner. And Zerba pointing to the other one. Can he make it from one corner to the other?
No, he can't.
Well, he came close.
Yeah, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, Burnham. You know that.
And Zerba now hoisting Planquet up. Walking around. What's he going to do with him? Showing him off to all four sides of the ring before driving him down the middle and going for the pinfall.
Good.
Planquet quick to get to the outside.
Planquet doing the smart thing. This is what you need to do. You got to recuperate there.
Planquet calls himself the connoisseur. He is definitely about the finer things in life. Right now, it's...
Yeah, I think I hear some people mentioning beer. He doesn't deal with beer. He deals with wine. That's his job. That is what he does.
I can tell you from experience, Flex Zerba knows beer, okay?
Oh, and
Saturday nights are great for drinking for Flex Zerba.
Exactly. That's why he's not on Planquet's level. He resorts to having a beer, whereas, you know, a guy like Planquet, he's somebody that I would go share a glass of wine, or I'm sure there's a little bit of a harder liquor that we could always look into. There you go.
Planquet in the advantage here, just stomping on the back of Flex Zerba.
Yes, raise that nose high. These people are underneath you.
Snapmare by Planquet, who now cinches in and cranks that neck in a method that it is really not meant to go.
And he's definitely wrenching down on that neck right there. Now, I guess there's not too much flexing that you can do from this position, can you?
Not really, but Zerba's going to try to adjust that position to his liking. So he gets that vertical base back underneath him. A couple of elbow shots in the midsection, but Planquet pulling the hair.
He did not pull the hair. He did not pull the hair.
Were you not watching the monitor?
I was watching. He did not. He just placed his hand slightly on top of his head and sent him down. That's what happened, Burnham. That's what happened. And you know what else happened? His head met the turnbuckle there. And now he's dragging it across the top rope.
Bobby the Brain Heenan would be so proud, Thomas, because you have the same vision that he did, which is to say...
Perfect 2020? You're exactly right.
All right, fans. Well, Planquet 100% in control right now with another snapmare and driving that knee into the side of the head of Zerba. Now goes for the pin. Notice the forearm shiver right across the bridge of the nose of Zerba.
Oh, now. Well, this is why. This is why you don't wear a choker. It's in the name, Burnham. You don't wear a choker.
He's not the choker. He's not choker Zerba. He's Flex Zerba.
It doesn't matter. Why do you wear it? Why? And by the way, why in the world is he wearing a choker out here? It's not the 90s anymore. Leave the retros to Randy, please.
I believe you mentioned his attire as it was. Anyway.
Again, leave the retros to Randy, and instead, you get to meet a knee instead for your disgrace. And then a face plant to boot. Hey, let's follow it up with one more thing.
Planquet gonna uncork now. uncorked elbow.
Exactly. Come on, referee. That was easily a 3. Now Blanquet getting right back to work here on Flex Zerba. Yes, I know. I was trying to muster up the courage to say that.
Oh, now look at Blanquet driving that knuckle into the side of the head.
Did I say courage? I meant stomach hit.
And Blanquet winding up the elbow. Gonna pull Zerba out of the corner. Yes, he is going for the Irish whip. Zerba says no.
Okay, well, he's going to stomp on the foot, and then he's going to put an elbow in the back of your head then. If you're not going to do what he wants you to do, then you know what? You're going to eventually secede to him.
Well, we tried it again, got a reversal, but then Zerba runs straight into the bottom of the sole of the boot. And Blanquet off the second rope. Oh,
No.
But not able to connect with the elbow drop either. As I said, these two know each other very well. Now, Blanquet hoisted up on the shoulders.
And that was a rake of the eye there. Oh, no. That's...
And Zerba going for it again. Gonna put him down. Floats over, hooks the leg. And that is it. Flex Zerba victorious against Niles Blanquet in this featured matchup.
Iceman King Parsons.
What's up, man?
I'm a big fan of your work.
Thank you, brother.
Man, Iceman King Parsons.
All right.
Fight fans, next week, a massive rematch for the Revolutionary title as Damon Windsor puts the championship up against Lance Hoyt.
And also next week, we've got the world-class tag title match with the Von Erichs taking on Devastation Reborn.
That's not next week, Travis. That's right now.
Oh, my Lord. World Class here got me all excited here. I'm already looking forward to next week.
Well, we have seen for such a long time. We've seen the war between the Von Erichs and the Arrow Club, and the last time that those two took each other on here on World Class Television, I said, I think it's over and done with. But now, a new team on the scene, although neither one of them strangers here at World Class. Prince Mahali on the right, Trevor Murdoch on the left, accompanied there by my former broadcast partner, the Arab legend Al Farad. They call themselves Devastation Reborn, obviously as an homage to the great Skandar Akbar's stable of Devastation Incorporated. And Prince Mahali and Trevor Murdoch. These two, what an odd pairing. I mean, I don't say. I would never really look at a sheet of people and say, which two of these do I think I'm going to put together and come up with this particular pair. But we know the track record of Trevor Murdoch when it comes to tag team wrestling. We know the track record of Prince Mahali when it comes to success here in World Class. So maybe this pairing will be able to put up a serious challenge to these men coming right now. And their opponents, bringing Texas State, World Class Tag Team Champions, Ross and Marshall, Ross and Marshall Von Erich, being accompanied by Iceman King Parsons. It was just a couple of weeks ago that we saw the Iceman come out and introduce Hunter Hayes for a big six-man tag team match against the Squad World Warrior. The Von Erichs now looking for their next challenge, which they have in the ring. They've been tag team champions for over 1 calendar year.
It'll be interesting to see how they fare against this newly formed team. And I'm interested to see how Devastation Reborn goes against the Von Erichs. This could be quite an interesting night. What would happen if Devastation Reborn on their first night as a team takes out the Von Erichs.
I've seen crazier things in wrestling, Travis. I know you have as well. But I think it's going to, it would certainly be a huge upset if that were to happen.
To say the least.
The Von Erichs, absolute legends here in Texas, of course. Always with the greatest wishes of the fans. Fans, we're going to step aside and take our last break. We'll be back with this match in its entirety. All right, the bell rings. We are underway. As it appears, it will be Ross Von Erich starting out for his team. Trevor Murdoch starting out for Devastation Reborn.
Yes, and this tag team colossal main event that's taking place this week and not next week, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier. And if you want to stay above me on all of this world class going on and the matches that we have presented to you, don't forget to go and subscribe to the World Class Nexus for $4.99. That's dang near free. That's $5.
That's an incredible bargain. You're not going to get more wrestling action for less money anywhere else. This huge main event here right now as we get collar and elbow tie up. Huge, big veteran there in terms of Trevor Murdoch. I have met Trevor Murdoch. He is a big, nasty man,
yes,
but he's a very experienced man as well. Trained underneath former legendary world champion Harley Race.
Yeah, and a lot of people have accredited him to having an attitude similar to that of a wrestling legend, Dick Murdoch.
And his resemblance is, of course, pretty striking as well.
Absolutely, and coincidentally enough, a very successful tag team was Dick Murdoch and Dusty Rhodes.
Absolutely there. Tag team champions in many places in the early 1970s. And Murdoch
almost tried a sucker punch there.
With the threat of the hand there, Ross though, with eyes in the back of his head.
There's more of a feeling out process here on the part of both Murdoch and Ross Von Erich.
Well, as I said, Trevor Murdoch with a lot of success. Oh, there's a tag. And here comes Mahali, Prince Mahali. This will be an interesting situation here because of the four of these people, Mahali's the one that has the least tag team experience. He's tagged a little bit with Al Farrat when Farrat was still an active in-ring competitor, but he's never been a regular tag team competitor. He's always been pretty much on his own.
But he is a very accomplished singles competitor.
Very much so. He's very, I would say even as much as he's recognized in the accomplishments he's done, he's still very underrated for how good he really is.
Absolutely. I've had the pleasure, as you have as well, of watching Mahali through many different promotions, held many different championships in those same promotions. Mahali is not something to take lightly, so you know that he was well prepared for this, but I guess that drop kick,
he wasn't prepared for that.
No, he was not.
And that drop kick, one of the big signature moves of Ross and Marshall's father, the great Kevin Von Erich, who I know we're watching this presumably on the Nexus package out in Hawaii because they haven't got World Class out there yet, but we're open to expand. We're in several markets.
We're expanding every day.
We are. We're breaking into new markets every single day.
Many people want to join the revolution
with the standing moonsault and only able to get a 2 count out of that. And I think perhaps it might not have been the smartest move on Mahali's part to make that blind tag earlier to put himself into this match.
No, we can see the great tag team continuity being used on the part of
Express.
As I was saying, on the part of the Von Erich brothers, but smart tag team wrestling there. Trevor Murdoch coming in to break up the pinfall attempt there.
Murdoch saving his partner and keeping this match alive. And as I was saying, when Murdoch was still the active participant for his team in here, his tag team resume is, of course, well known. 3-time World Tag Team Champion with the late Lance Cade. Outstanding feuds with a lot of tag teams from about 10 years ago, but also strong singles competitor as well. As he watches on now at his newest partner in Devastation Reborn. Almost get pinned there by Ross Von Erich.
Von Erichs have been showing great tag team continuity, as I mentioned earlier, keeping Mahali in their corner, quick tags in and out, keeping the fresh man in at all times. Tag team wrestling 101 displayed by the Von Erichs. And I would expect nothing less from the reigning and defending world-class tag team champions.
Especially the tag team champions for over 1 year.
Absolutely.
You don't do that by happenstance and luck, folks. You have to be really solidly good. And the Von Erichs are really solidly good as a tag team.
I mean, when you're from the state of Texas, you're obviously great at just about anything. So, I mean, it's no real surprise there. And I am speaking from experience because, I mean, let's face it, I am the best color commentator at this booth and any booth for that matter. You world-class people are always treated to my voice.
Well, fans, there's no concern about pride and ego in Travis's family. He got it all.
And there's
the tag there from Marshall to Ross as the Von Erichs back together again. Now, double drop kick of a different nature on both opponents of Devastation Reborn. And the Alpha Rock needs to get his troops together, needs to huddle and come up with a different game plan because what they've been doing so far has not worked.
No, it is not. Ross and Marshall have been on top of their opponents from the get-go. And I think they're actually going to take your advice there as we see a little communion over here trying to regain their composures. But look at this.
Ross wants to wait. I think he wants to get this match to continue going. He wants to push the advantage that he has. As he chases Mahali around the ring, Ross back in the ring, blocks a punch and delivers a couple of his own. 3 straight right hands sends Mahali into his own corner where his partner isn't even at to make the tag. Oh, but Mahali,
he escaped the Irish whip there.
He did, but he didn't really do him much good as Mahali over into another corner, and Ross continues to go after him. There's a reversal there by Mahali, but charges in and elbow. Shoves Ross off the top rope.
I mean, when, all else fails, a simple shove will do it for you.
A desperation move for sure on the part of Prince Mahali, but it may have done some good work for him because I saw coming into this match, I noticed that Ross Von Erich had that keynote tape that's a lot of professional wrestlers used on the shoulder, so obviously perhaps nurturing an injury there. And using that in order to help make his way through this particular match. But that shoulder was for the first one to hit the impact on the ground as he dropped down. And now Mahali going to go straight to work on that bicep. And you see Ross just referee checking on him, but there may be a serious injury at play here.
Well, you know what? That's why you don't show your hand when you come into the fight. I mean, let's face it. By having that castenic tape, I believe, or whatever you pronounce it, tape. Yeah. We've seen it there. You're basically putting the target on that body part there. So, I mean, if anyone's to blame for this, I think Ross would have to just look at himself for it.
Ross Von Erich now finds himself trapped deep in enemy territory as Murdoch and Mahali working together much better now. That brief consultation on the outside with Alpha Rock seems to have brought some good payoff as Trevor Murdoch has slowly but surely taken control of this match, slowed the pace of the match down as well, and it's just unleashing sheer brutality. With Murdoch, you're not going to see a lot of go-behinds, a lot of leg locks. You're going to see some punches, some kicks, and some chokes.
You don't really need to be flashy and fancy. All you need to be is hard-hitting, and that's exactly what Trevor Murdoch is.
Murdoch is a barroom brawler, much like his namesake, and it has been very successful for him in the pro wrestling business.
Indeed it has been. I mean, it also is useful for him in a bar at Amarillo one night.
I'm sure it is. As Murdoch now tying up Ross Von Erich, going to go for the Russian leg sweep. And again, putting a different type of pressure, almost grapevining the arm so that it delivers extra impact and pain to an already injured.
Oh, did you see? I don't know if you caught that there. A simple strategy. He was just putting his hand right there. I believe it was the deltoid muscle there, or maybe just the shoulder, just to put that little extra pain in there. And that drug the Von Erich over to his corner.
Mahali now going to ram his shoulder first into that top turnbuckle. And you gotta wonder how much longer Ross Von Erich can hold on in this situation. Mahali wrapping that lower arm around the ropes, and Farad with a shot right. How blind can this referee be? It was right in front of him.
Oh, who are you to call any referee blind? I mean, you're not in there doing their job, are you?
No, but I'm watching it right here on the video.
Well, that's great. I'm glad. I am too. And you know what? This referee is doing a fine job. You keep doing your job there. Because Murdoch is doing his job as he's got a full Nelson suplex. Down to the canvas. A 2. Oh, referee, I'm going to have to question you there. That could have been 3. Maybe you're on to something, Burnham.
Murdoch now continuing the pressure, combining an overhand key lock in with a chin lock. Twisting Ross Von Erich in ways that he does not want to be going right now. And Ross Von Erich desperately wants to make it to his corner. You see Marshall perched on that second rope. Oh, double clothesline, both men down.
Both men took a hard shot there from one another. We know that Murdoch can definitely deliver a strong clothesline, but I'm not one to say that Ross could do one either, because he obviously took Murdoch down on his back as well.
This is a huge opportunity for Ross Von Erich if he can just make it over to his corner. Murdoch a lot closer than Ross is. Murdoch made the tag to Mahali. Mahali, though, not able to keep Ross from making the tag, and here comes Marshall Von Erich. Marshall with one punch. Marshall doing the work of 2 men here, taking on both members of Devastation Reborn on his own. Discus punches, shades of his uncle Kerry Von Erich.
Much like the barefoot competitor that he is.
And Marshall, from one corner to the other, Marshall diving in.
Oh, he got caught with the back elbow there.
A little bit of hesitation. Look at the vertical leap from Marshall Von Erich.
It
knocks Trevor Murdoch all the way off the top rope.
Never ceases to amaze me on the leaping abilities of Marshall Von Erich.
And now the Von Erichs back together, 2 in 1.
That was just like almost like catapult drop kick there. It looked like that they were trying for tandem offense.
And Marshall now giving the signal for what every fan of the Von Erichs always wants to see, and that is the Von Erich.
Wait.
Is that the bell hammer?
I believe that's exactly what that is, but the referee sees it.
Yeah, he does, but right to the face.
Referee.
Well, I mean, the referee was blatantly in front of him. The referee calling for the bell. Obviously, this is going to be a disqualification. And the Von Erichs will retain the titles and be declared the victors.
And now just a 3-on-1 assault of the Von Erichs.
Yeah, 3-on-1. Iceman King Parsons, though, in here. He's going to, I think, try to even some of the odds here.
Oh, no, Iceman, you better think twice about this, man. You're at a severe disadvantage, my friend.
And
Jr. Well, he's retired, though.
Well, he also knows an unfair situation when he sees one. And
now it looks like Iceman and Chavo.
They got Devastation Reborn in their side. Iron Claw! Oh, double Iron's recovered! Double Iron Claw!
As if it really matters, though the match was thrown out because of the bell hammer shot on the part of Prince Mahali.
I think it mattered to both Prince Mahali and...
Oh, a hard shot by the Iceman!
He still got it. We saw that a couple weeks ago. He can still talk, he can still walk, and apparently he can still deliver big right hands that knock out ice blocks.
Oh, that's very clever there, the ice blocks there.
That's how he got his name.
What do you guys think of the butter?
That's World Class CEO Jerry the Boss Bostic.
But guess what? At Lava Cantina in the Colony, for the David Von Erich birthday celebration, I got a little surprise for you guys. You're going to have to learn a lesson, and you're going to have to learn it the hard way. How about a 6-man tag? Devastation Reborn, Alpha Rock, Trevor Murdoch, and Mahali versus the world-class tag team champions, Marshall and Ross Von Erich, and the legendary first ever African American heavyweight champion of the world, the Iceman King Parsons. Yeah, man, these boys go way back. I go way back to the daddy, the uncles, and the grandpa. I think it's a little better than the parents. Said the soul to the devil, because the ashes belong to the breeze.
Fans, well, if the boss said, and if what the boss says, I'm sure it's going to happen. So apparently, oh, Iceman still got the microphone. Is he going to say any more? Oh, Trevor Murdoch going to try to sneak in a couple of punches, and Chavo Guerrero Jr. right there to intercept.
Oh, he took an ice block from Iceman.
And Jr. now going to dump out Murdoch. Mahali disposed of by the Von Erichs.
Alvarado, I think, just got disposed of by Iceman.
And from somewhere, Pepe appeared.
Oh, that was a nice little reminder. I haven't seen Pepe in years.
I thought he was ground up.
No, that was Mop.
Oh, okay. I get him confused sometimes.
The
fans, in the coming weeks, we will have this big six-man tag team match. The Von Erichs versus Iceman Team Partners versus Devastation Reborn. Thank you for tuning in this week. Join us next week as the revolution continues.